Welcome to this afternoon taste challenge. This is going to count for Monday's taste challenge. Got to work the schedule around things that I got to do or want to do, so it's the way it goes sometimes. We have from 1957 Highland Mist. Pale dry imported Highland Mist, bottled in Chicago by Barton Imports. Aged 3 years. Burley says, you. Showing a crown for the Kingdom of Scotland, a unicorn, a lion, and other devices. Highland, it says, Highland. A blend of Highland, I guess is predominantly Highland, Lowland, Islay, and Speyside whiskies. Age for 36 months. And originally selected for the home trade. What, I don't know what that means. Okay, there's some other Gaelic metals down there. So it's a nice looking bottle. I don't think they've changed it since 1957, really, except they added a UPC code on the neck for the laser scanner. All right. The competitor, 2014 introduction, Dewar's blended Scotch whiskey, Illegal Smooth, Mescal cask finish, product of Scotland. Age 8 years. So Bacardi International brand, because Bacardi owns Dewar's. John Dewar and Sons. Age 8 years. Illegal Mescal cask finish, not aging Mescal casks, but finished in those. So a Bacardi International brand in collaboration with Illegal Mescal. All right. Price. I can get this for $6.49 a bottle. $6.49 per bottle. $19.99. Now, so the Dewar's going to have to really work hard to be $13.50 better, but it might be. We're going to find out right now. Right now. Make sure it's the right label. D, Dewar's, yeah. Somebody sent me some beer. It arrived today. Thank you, Douglas. All the way from Virginia. And it was in a plastic bag on the porch, all soaking wet. I said, uh-oh. So when I tore it all apart, all the paper was wet. All the bottles, it was 3 bottles that were wet. And there was a can that was empty. It was bent up and empty. I said, oh, man, he sent me this beer that I did not ask for, and it got busted open. And I know he wanted me to try and do a video for it, but I guess the USPS was handling it kind of rough. Okay, this is darker amber, and this is just gold. They have a nice little write-up about Highland Mist on the Total Wine and More website. Michael Hill, good day, sir. Drinking some Crown Royal Maple. Yeah, I see that the Crown Royal flavors are very popular. Let's see what they say about Total Wine. Let's see what they say about the Highland Mist. Oh, they'll probably make it out to be some great thing because they're trying to sell it. You know, product that's bad. Like, look on their website. They don't have any product that, what do they say? This is trash. Don't buy it. You know, it's just like Walmart. Any beer, wine, or liquor, they're going to say how wonderful it is. Now, they might say, they might give an implied statement like, it's very serviceable, you know, for mixing, something like that. Okay, let's see. Highland Mist. So the Illegal Mescal, they say it's got like green pepper notes, bell pepper. They show a bell pepper, honey, and I noticed it has a honey top white bread crust taste, and a wisp of smoke. Just a wisp. Now the only bottle. So let's see what they say about this product. It's $14.99 for the big jug. Highland Mist has a light, smooth, and sophisticated taste. Oh yeah, that is properly introduced by its subtle aroma, which incorporates a distinctive sweetness. Mirroring the rich tradition of Scotch whiskey, Highland Mist offers a well-rounded finish and an overall balanced profile. I'm sure they got that off a sales sheet, probably from Barton, probably from the distributor, which would be like Republic National. But who got it from? Barton Imports, owned by Sazerac. $14.99 divided by 1,750 times 750. 642, so it's about the same price. Saved a little bit, not really much, 7 cents. If you want to get the jug bottle. All right, they call it a handle because you can grab it like a handle. I've had some pretty darn smoky mezcal. Yeah, I've never even tried mezcal in my life. All right. Too much light? No, it'll go. It's afternoon, so it's going to start fading. Maybe. Although the sun is over there. So let's see. See if that's a little. Yeah, it's a little better. All right, let's go with the aroma. I think I'll be able to tell them apart. This smells kind of twangy, like the mezcal, the green pepper, the bell pepper, and like honey top white bread crust. I don't know. I keep saying it because this keeps tasting the same. Makes sense, doesn't it? It's the same product. That smells like cereal grain. Meaning corn and others. Could be wheat, barley. Nothing there that's anything interesting, though. Sophisticated. Okay, Total Wine. It just smells basic to me, like basic. I don't want to say popcorn, you know what I mean? Just basic grain. Maybe a little bread dough. Okay, and it's a blend of Highland, Lowland, Speyside, and Islay whiskies. You say, yeah, but it's probably cast-off whiskeys that didn't make the cut, and they blended them with grain whiskey and made this cheap product that they're selling for $6.49 a bottle. That's probably the case. Kevin Johnston says, Dewar's Illegal has been crushing these taste challenges. Has it lost yet? It lost to Johnny Walker Blue Label, but barely. And that was $200 more per bottle, $226 more per bottle. So if you're barely losing, but you're $206 cheaper, I guess you kind of won. Taste time. It's got everything they say on the website. The green pepper, the honey. I don't mean a hot pepper, but like a green bell pepper mob. Honey top white bread crust and the wisp of smoke. More than a wisp, actually. So it's smoky. It's savory. It's a savory product. Or as people like to say, it's got umami. Umami. Are they going to like this song? Okay. Dude, I need a cold Paps right now, says James Noriega. Stella would be good too. Paps would be a better value because you get more and get a bigger bottle for less money. Of course, I guess Stella is a little better product. Maybe not. Well, that just tastes like sweet cereal grain and nothing more. No smoke. Must have like 1% Islay whiskey in it. Haha. It's probably 80% grain whiskey and 19% Highland, Lowland, and Speyside. I don't know. Who knows? No one will ever know because no one buys this for $6.49 a bottle and even cares. They probably never read the label. Except that it says Highland Mist, and they buy it all the time because it's so cheap. Sweet. It's got a little rough cut to it also on the edges. It's not round. It's like rough cut. That grain whiskey is like, it's kind of rough. Sophisticated, huh? Mm-hmm. I'd like to find one from Total Wine that's not sophisticated and see what that tastes like. Because if this is sophisticated, and they sell some stuff at Total Wine, boy, they sell some cheap stuff like, oh man, just anything you can think of. Cut rate of all the cut rates. PBR better than Stella, says Burley. Keystone Ice has finally come back in this area. I'm excited to have some later today, says Kevin. I bought some Keystone Ice Monday. They had it at Winn-Dixie, 15 packs for $8.99. So of course I bought 2 15 packs. Grab a 30 rack, Kev, says Burley. Yeah, so I bought 30 cans. Cost me $17.98. Ice brewed. Actually, it's an ale. If you read the can, it says ale. Doesn't say lager. It's probably why it has that little, kind of fruity thing going. It's just basic, but basic goodness. I'm talking about Keystone Ice is basic goodness. Now the Highland Mist is basic, but it's still good. I would still score it in the 80s. It's not just a C. No way. I remember tasting banana and Keystone Ice. Yeah, you get more of that in the Coors Banquet, but you do get a little banana in the Keystone Ice. So they're obviously using that Coors yeast, that original Coors yeast. Does Highland Mist have redeeming qualities? Well, yes, I would say so. What are they? Well, it's $6.49 a bottle. Secondly, it's no like foul flavors, no off flavors, no nastiness. So that's something to think about. I ought to read what they say about Hartley brandy. That's a really questionable product. Woo! But there they are, proudly selling Hartley brandy like it's some primo thing, you know. I almost want to go in there where their salespeople are trained to have a certain demeanor, Oh, hello, sir, like they always say over there at that store. Hello, sir, may I help you with some brandy? I see you're looking at brandy. And I would like to say, oh, yes, Hartley brandy. Oh, yeah. And I'd just like to see their face. Ah, yes, Hartley. Well, and then see what they say. Like, see how they play that off. But it's fun, really. I'm not saying it to be hostile. It's fun, those kind of things are fun. They're more fun than anything, really. How much does Highland Mist cost? I said that earlier, $6.49 a bottle. All the King's soldiers are dead. Back to hams, looking at sky blue water, says Ronald Sutton. Yep. I used to like Ham's Golden Draft. I like Beefeater better than Gordon's, says Burley. Oh, 9:30 p.m. here in merry old England, says Paul James number 4. I'm drinking Gordon's dry gin on this Friday evening. Well, I never had Gordon's, but I bought my daughter a bottle, and she never reported back. I don't know if she drank it yet. I was just on the phone with her earlier. I forgot to ask her. That's a famous old brand from the 1700s. It's higher proof in America. It's 40% alcohol in the USA, but I think in England it's only like 35, and that is no good for me. That seems like a ripoff. But I had the Canadian-made brand of Gordon's, Canadian-made version, and They had a super low closeout price at Walmart. I don't understand Walmart. They had a regular size bottle, not some little mini bottle, like a regular size bottle of Gordon's gin for $6. Nah, that's a classic old gin. Now, who wasn't going to buy that? I know I was going to buy it without any shadow of a doubt. So I like to scout Walmart out at least once a week, and you go run across some crazy stuff. Now I don't need any more liquor right now. I got liquor galore. I got liquor everywhere, here, there, and everywhere. So even if I got it cheap, I wouldn't want it because I got nowhere to put it. Well, I do have a place to put it. I just don't want to keep accumulating it. So the illegal mezcal is way better. I guess it is $13 better, okay, because you get that smokiness. It's super smooth, 8-year age. I mean, it's smooth. It's like there's no harsh edges like this. Highland Mist got some little sharp, little combative edges. The illegal smooth. It's nice. It's everything they say. They're bragging about it on their website, how awesome it is. Well, guess what? They're right. It is. It is. Is it worth $19.99? Is it? You better believe it is. Now, Mathern's got it for like $21.99, $23. But of course, you know what Total Wine does? They see what everybody else is selling stuff for, and they're going to always sell it for at least $1 cheaper. So a little grocery chain like that cannot compete with this huge chain. Plus they're out here in this town where you can sell stuff for higher, because it's not like people going to make a trip all the way into New Orleans to buy. I mean, they'll pick it up if they're in town. They'll go buy Total Wine and pick it up, but they're not gonna make a special trip. I know I wouldn't. It's like Savannah Discount. If I'm in the area, I'm gonna go there. But the problem is, I'm gonna buy all kind of stuff that I don't need. All right, so the clear winner is the illegal. Let's make sure it is illegal. It is Dewar's D. Haha. Trust the Gordons, fishermen. Yeah, that's Gorton's, actually. Gorton's. He's drinking Gordon's. We need a Savannah's discount here in Northern Virginia. Yeah, don't think you'll get Savannah discount there. Now, this is a tough challenge, but I'm going with the illegal. It's not really that tough, FD. It's pretty easy challenge. Highland Mist is the best low-price Scotch I ever tasted, but I've never had Dewar's. Dewar's, says Gary. Or I mean King of the Dots, says Gary. It's that Mezcal class cask. Yeah. Is it the best cheap Scotch? Yeah, I wouldn't call Dewar's a cheap Scotch. It isn't. Dewar's is a mid-range premium product, like a Johnny Walker, Ballantine's, Grant's, a little more than Grant's. Grant's is like a sub-premium, actually. But so Dewar's is on the level of, like I say, Johnny Walker, and try to think of another one that's at that range. Can't think of anything. But there's a bunch of $20, $22 scotches. The Highland Mist is at the actual cheap range, $6.50 to $9. You know, that's $6.50 to $10. That's the really cheap, and there's a lot of them, a whole lot. You have quite a few different rye whiskeys, don't you, Ronald? Yes, I'm building up my collection. Yes. Have you ever heard about Howler Head Whiskey, banana flavor? No, I've never heard of that. About $19.99 a bottle by me. Never heard of it. All right, so cheers to Dewar's. You win pretty easily in this challenge. Like I said, this was for Monday. Monday is going to be too hectic. I don't feel like doing it Monday. Didn't really feel like doing it today when I was at work all day since 6 o'clock. But a.m., obviously. Next, tomorrow morning is Inverhouse Green Plaid. Daniel Newman is always calling it Iverhouse on his channel. It's not Ivor, it's an I-N. Let's go inside. Inverhouse Green Plaid. from, I think, 1960 or 61. I can never remember, 60 or 61. I'll look it up before I do it tomorrow. There's an actual Inverhouse distilling company. That's the weird thing. It really exists. It's Inverhouse Distilling. True story. But apparently the green plaid is the only one we get. And it's under Sazerac's control for the USA market. That's for sure. Sunday, I'm planning to do Dewar's Illegal Mescal, Illegal Smooth Mescal, but Illegal Smooth versus Sir Malcolm from 1967, the Royal Club. Well, that's a little better than average cheap Scotch, actually. You can get it for $9.99 a bottle or less. It's got more bread dough flavor, which means it's got a higher percentage, in my opinion, of single malt whiskey, probably Islay. Sir Malcolm is all right. It's all right. Highland Mist is all right, but Sir Malcolm is even more all right. But it's not $6.49 a bottle. It's $9.99 a bottle. And then we're going to close it out with Piper Dean. Piper Dean. Supposedly it's for Albertsons, Jewel Osco, Vons, Amigos, and super value grocery stores. But why am I seeing it at other places like Savannah Discount, Discount Depot, Broadway Liquors? Yeah, well, if it's only for those, if it's a private label, why am I seeing it at other liquor stores? If Caliber is a Walmart brand, why am I seeing Caliber all around? I bought 2 big jug bottles of Caliber at Rouse's. I know Rouse's is not Walmart, so, explain that. Anyway, so we're going to close out with Piper Dean, and then get ready because we're doing Brandy Fundador since 1874. Spanish brandy. Brandy de España. Never had Spanish brandy until I cracked the Fundador open, and it's going to taste challenge Brandy of St. Louis, French brandy, Hennessy. No, not Hennessy. What do I have? Martell BS. Nice product. Martell Blue Swift. Finished in bourbon barrels. Really nice product. The Saint Remy XO. Wow, that's a great one. I don't know if Brandy Fundador is going to have a chance against that, but it's pretty venerable. And then Corbel brandy from California. Just the standard Corbel. Just Corbel. Not popular in Louisiana, to say the least, because not even sold in this parish. I know one store that has it in Jefferson Parish. And the price is always the same, $14.99 for a liter. Always the same. And now Corbel Champagne, well, yeah, everybody sells that, but the Corbel brandy, new. I guess that'll be it. And then seems like there's another brandy. Oh yeah, the Ciroc, but I gotta wait. I haven't opened that one. That's a really fancy one. And then we're going to rye whiskey. Rye. Why ask why? Just say rye. We've got Dickel. Got Jack Daniel's rye. I got Woodford Reserve rye. And I got Old Overholt, going to be battling all of those. Old Overholt, the original old rye from what, like 1810 from Pennsylvania, now made in Kentucky. Oh, yeah. I can even get the 100 proof version, but I'm not going to get that anytime soon. Gordon's is another great mid-price gin. I have some nearby just in case. Yep. Are we talking cars? Cars? You ever think of doing any cognac challenges? Well, that's what I'm talking about. I got the Martell Blue Swift and the Martell VS cognac. So yeah, it's gonna happen. God willing, it's gonna happen next week. Ron, do you like Gary Newman? Says Burley Sullivan. Well, it depends on which Gary Newman era you're talking about. It's only a matter of time. if my buds are shifting from bourbon to Scotch, COVID must be affecting everything. Oh yeah, all right. I have Gary Newman's Two-Way Army 1978, Replica 79. I have The Pleasure Principle 79, Telecon 80, Dance 81, I Assassin 82. So those are really good. And I have White Noise, the live album from Hammersmith Odeon in 1984. Yeah, and then that stuff from 1994 on, I don't like it because it's like you used to be a leader, now you're trying to sound like Trent Reznor, you know. So no, but it's kind of like David Bowie. He used to be a leader, then he got intimidated after he got some criticism for the '84 album Never Let Me Down, which I liked. I like it. I have it. And then he started becoming a follower. And I never liked anything he made after '87. It's like, man, you used to be a leader. Now you're a follower. You're trying to sound like MC5 and some techno band. I don't know. Just, he lost it, you know. But anyway, enough of that. I highly recommend the Glen Scotia Double Cask. I'm curious about how much it would cost at Savannah discount. Here it's $42. Over there, probably be like $15.99. Yeah. If they have it on their discount rack. I always wonder why black people always like Hennessy so much. Can you shed some light on this? I don't know. Probably market research found that for whatever reason they liked it, and they started really promoting it in that community, like really targeting them. So it just became like a cultural thing. Much like St. Ides, Colt 45, Old English 800. They just did market research. So Old English and all of those strong beers went from targeting the country club crowd to then the certain neighborhoods. And it was like, you know, different, just the way it works. I don't really know. The answer is I don't know. Fans don't want you to change. Rappers promoted that drink. Yeah, but the question he's asking is why? Why? You know, like, why did it become this phenomenon? It had to be a background to it. It didn't just happen. I think Hennessy is a great cognac, but it's a bit overpriced in my opinion. Well, yeah, because you're buying the brand name. See, it's so popular, and the popularity drives the price. Hennessy Black is really fine. Hennessy VSOP Privilege is even finer. So, yeah, I had to pay. I paid. You know, I paid out for it, but it's worth it. I mean, it's well made. And people in France do not drink it. You know, we hear about cognac. In France, no one drinks cognac. You know that 99% of the cognac produced in France is sold outside of France. Only 1% of the cognac is drunk in France. Is drank in France. Why is that? They don't drink it. They drink beer and wine. So it's a French product, but they don't drink it. They're trying to get French people to drink cognac again. They probably drink Jack Daniels much more commonly than cognac. Strange, huh? Okay, that's it. I got to get off of this. I think some of them filled the cigars and cognac. Dip cigars, yeah. Louis the 13th is now going for $5,000 from Remy Martin. Yeah, the Louis the 13th, the last time I saw it was $39.99 around here, $3,999.95. A little bit high for me. I wonder why cognac and cigars are often paired together. I don't know. They like that sugar. Well, the cigars usually have sugar in them. That's why they be sweet. And the cognac is kind of sugary, so I guess it's like a dessert kind of thing. All right, so I got this European beer that was sent to me, a Czech beer. The bottle is intact, 500 milliliter bottle. Unfortunately, the 500 milliliter can was busted, and all the beer leaked out. 6% too. So I wanted to try that Machny, which is Polish malt liquor. Machny means strong beer. Oh well, too bad. I always tell people, don't send me beer. We've had other ones get broken. Awesome radio show. Thanks, Ronald. You're welcome. So that's it. That's it. 30 minutes is enough. So Highland Mist does not win as expected, but it did perform quite well, actually. I would recommend trying this. If you like to try products, give them a chance, and you're open-minded, well, I think Highland Mist is worth it. It's not going to change your world, but it's something to check out. Now, Illegal Smooth from Dewar's. Oh, yeah. Don't even hesitate on that one. Go ahead and pay the $20 plus tax and buy it, and you're going to love it, I think. People used to dip cigarette in embalming fluid. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So Dewar's wins, but it keeps winning because it's so good. Thanks for watching this video production.